Good morning. You know what's very exciting for me is when I play with images, and it takes a long time to play with images. And some of my videos come out so long, and then when I go back to show you what I've done and I don't edit it, sometimes doing things alone are not as good as doing it with others, and sometimes doing it with others is just too much. So in this video, with all this said, I just want to work on the word alone, and I just want to do it, and sometimes by just saying words like I'm just gonna hold on a second. I can't stand this video camera, just keeps going on autofocus when I tell it not to. So do we, okay, usually is spelt with W-E, right, do we, but the French word for yes, the French word for yes is oui. If I take away the I in oui, meaning yes, it says where. If I just use it as individual letters, it goes UI. I can put in between there the and say you and I, or just how about adding an R and saying you or I. So in the word the end, not to say that the duck has yellow feet, the chicken has yellow feet, the duck usually has orange feet. So the chicken is one part of the sun. What's missing is the orange. What's missing is the red to create the orange. So we're missing maybe the red sun. The chicken can't fly with yellow, saying the soul cannot fly. What is inside of our blood when we poop in the bathroom? It smells like copper. I'm 1 foot ahead of you. I need to change. I can say an arm or arms, but when I talk about foot, I have to talk about feet. When we talk about feet, they usually accumulate. When you take one step, it's usually not good enough because a complete step from the area that you are with separation has to be at least 3 steps away. And the third step will drag your leg forward. Otherwise, you will be on 3 steps. You will be in a V position. It's all the reality and a concept. So right now, I am going to show you my screen. Maybe one day when I feel like I'm going to be more professional, I'm going to get an on screen. But I just took the letter E. I turned it sideways. Inside of it, you can see the D. Okay. If I put 2 E's together, this is what I get. 2 I's, right? I can actually, if I want, maybe, let me make that smaller. Let me go here. And maybe if I want, I can put 2 little dots in my eyes, And if I put it to blue, the whole picture will change. Because once I touch the black with the black, excuse me, hold on a second, whole picture is going to change. Anyways, I don't want to do that. Okay, what I'm going to do next is what I'm going to do after I get the E and E together is I'm going to rotate it to the right. And if I want, at the same time, I'm just going to remove that part, and now I just have a B. I've got the B, plus I got this. Now, what is that? If I rotate it to the right, okay, what is it? It looks like a flower ready to sprout. It looks like part of the fleur-de-lis missing the top. So these are certain things that I like to do. I'm going to see if I can bring this. Other things I like to do is just take half the word. Now, do I take it with the center line or without the center line? So I'm going to take it. Let me do this again. I'm going to take it right on the center line. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste. I'm going to flip it upside down. And then I have this word that comes out of it. Beep, beep. Now, what does the word mean? Should I be keeping the center into it? This one looks like the omega sign over here, right? Rotate it to the right. Right? It can also look like a string, and you're ready to make a knot, just like the omega can be a string or a horseshoe. And if I undo this, At the same time, what I can do, oh, I didn't want to do it this way. I can do it, no, not that way. Okay, I can copy the bottom and then paste it and then flip it. Now I have the bottom. And now I got C11, EE11A. Now, is that a code? Remember, we write words and we're looking for codes. So if we chop a code in half, now I got a code maybe for a scientific creation. 115511. At the same time, I can probably take these two letters and rotate it to the left, right? And it's WW. I rotate it again to the left, and now I have 113311. So now let's wipe out all this, and I'm going to put in here something different. I'm going to write something here, and I'm going to write, got to put that in black because that's the color I want to do it. I'm going to put Rubik's, okay? So when I put the word Rubik's, we're going to take a look and see what happens. I usually like to create these letters square, right? Like the R, I would rather create this square R. Instead of doing it this way, it'll come out a little bit different if I create this all in square, but we're not. You'll have to see it the way it is. And I'm going to take Rubik's and I'm going to cut it. Do I cut it above the line, on the line, or below the line? So we have three areas to cut it here. I'm going to cut it right on the line, okay? And we also know that, you know, we could be cutting this over here and we can have 13, right? Or 131. 131 is part of the video I did yesterday in 1776 with altered current. Altered current, the expression altered current, and what I found is altered current inside the sun, right? Remember, if you're doing something with water, you can keep pieces cold at the same time. So we're going to put that back. We're going to actually split that in half, copy, paste, and we're going to flip that upside down. I can probably leave it the same way, and what happens? I get B11, B9, because Roman numeral. I'm going to take that back. Now I'm going to cut it above the line. We're going to take a look, copy it, and paste. I know this is a long video. I hate it, but I need to share it because I don't want to be the only one. Now I basically have D11, D9. So like the piano and notes, are you cutting it in the middle, below, or above the line? Now I'm going to cut it below the line. I'm not sure if it'll make any difference. And we're going to paste it, and we're going to flip it. And it's going to come out to basically the same thing, except over here, I'm going to rotate it. It sort of looks like we have the crown. Notice the way that we have the crown? When you're saving the center, like I want to show you something about a circle. Okay, the thing about the circle is there's a center to this circle. Okay, now here's your one, 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 and here's your one. Now, if we say 11, are we talking about this 11, or are we talking about the center to the edge? The first 11, the second 11, first 11, the second 11. The third 11, and the fourth 11. Which 11 or which 111 are we talking about? 111 or 37 times 3 or 16 added through 21 equals to 111. Remember, this Twin Towers was not 110, it was 111. We have three levels when we talk about 111, so now the situation changes. Can we keep our head above water? Are we up here and standing above water, or are we completely below the water? There's all kinds of different things we can ask ourselves. So now what I'm going to do over here to Rubik's Cube is, if I can get this right, okay, what I'm going to do right now is I want to remove this. I'm going to cut, and I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to cut. Okay, and if I remove the center over here and cut, we only have 111X. I don't want to do that. What I want to show you is a little bit of a change, and that is where I'm going to take the R and I am going to do that with the R, and with the B I want to create this with the B. I want to make it square just because of something that I saw. So I make the square B. I don't really sort of like it that way, but when I cut this, when I go to cut this one in half, right, first of all you have to know that that letter over there, right, says 70. R says 70. Okay, 7 and 0. Or G is the 7th letter and O is go. Or GEA because the O is the 15th letter. So there's many things we can get out of this. And obviously, if you take it again, copy paste, copy paste, and no, I want that one, and I put it together, you can actually have something else, like 7, 8 on the side, 7. Now you can do this again, copy, paste. I'm going really fast, pretending that it's not taking a long time. And then we have this situation over here, which is M88 or 3883. So when you mirror the R's, right, you can also have your TV or video streaming that comes out of it, right? And usually when I cut Rubik's in half, copy, paste, I don't know if it's going to work out, right? But it usually works out to 81189. Or 81181X. It also says in one of my other videos, when I do it by pen, right, what happens is I usually get 1010 TV. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it here. We also get KO89. But I'm going to stop this video right now. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to write it out. I will write it out and show you that also when you split it in half, it's supposed to say 1010 TV. And that's it. Raphael, 7686. Mixed up. Oh my God. What a day we're going to have. Need to see my eyes. Need to see those eyes coming out, right? I don't know, but I just like it. I like that color. I like it. I like it. So the chicken got yellow legs and he don't fly. The duck has orange feet and he flies. You have a hammer duck because they call it a mallard or mallet. And the T and the D are sometimes exchanged because when you have the letter or the letter. Did you bring my letter? Letter or letter? Letter or letter? Letter or letter? What'd you hear? Your letter? Is it letter or letter? Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.